Greetings and welcome from Jeddah for what promises to be a sensational slice of world-class motorsport. We're off to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So let's take a look at the topographical map of the Jeddah Street Circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to SouthernXRacing. I'm your host, Simi Skate. Well, he's back. The man is back. Welcome back, Mr. Housey, for the first one of the season for you, mate.
Yes, hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I've got that the wrong way around. It's been a while, but hello, welcome to you all. Yeah, glad to be back. Obviously, first one, season 2. First, get a look at the cars for the first time myself, physically. Obviously tuned in and saw what happened last week, but it's not quite the same not being here. So looking forward to this one, buddy.
Yeah,
obviously being back by your side.
Absolutely,
It's
mate.
all the better, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I'm glad you kept talking there. I was having to adjust our audios in the background, mate. But yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to this one here, Housey, of course. And, well, first here at SXR, of course, it is a box round. Mandatory 2-stop here, folks. And looking forward to seeing what the boys bring. And, well, Housey, you being back in the box, my friend, well, guess what? High cut's in! High cut is in! And, you know, that could only mean one thing, my friend. And the reserve livery, the one that you created, mate, absolutely on show here tonight.
Yep, it'd be nice. Obviously, didn't get a chance to see it last week, but
No, we did not. We did not.
We are going to get to see it this week. We have only got 16. Were we not supposed to have 17?
We were, but unfortunately, Bray Train is unwell. Okay. So, yeah, he's get himself all sorted, get him all into the doctors and get himself all fixed up. I dare say, Housey.
Wow.
But yes, welcome back, my friend. let's just leave that one alone at the moment. But yes, of course, first of all is banana cake pie. Of course, your man Housey, your time set, your first time, and guess what? We were talking about it last stream, of course, and well, we don't really get to enjoy these liveries too much under lights first off the bat. But I tell you what. Round 1 and 2, both under lights, mate, and you get to see them as well. So, yes, very much looking forward to your reactions and, well, BP F1 out on track. That is it. That is banana cake pie. And what are your thoughts there, Housey?
I mean, to be fair, as you said, I'm quite happy that it was both start. It means I get to see them under the lights without having to wait. And, yeah, first impressions of the BP, it's looking gorgeous. Although I will say, on the liveries, everybody has done a fantastic job.
They've done
there
is good job.
Yeah, there's not a bad car there at all. They're all absolutely fantastic in their own way. Different from each other, which is what I personally like to see.
There's nothing too similar, which is fantastic, which is what I'm loving as well. So you can get a bit, I mean, the boys, they definitely did put their heads together, and some of them were really working on the deliveries there. And as you know there, Housey, I mean, you got the pleasure of seeing what goes on behind the scenes there, and I tell you what, it can get a bit long in the tooth and a bit frustrating at times. But BCP out on track. He started a lap. First one to blink, as I did say before. Teammate was just getting out of his way, so no harm, no foul there, Housey. But I tell you what, we might as well go through some track stats right about now. I tell you what, folks, this circuit, 6.175 kilometres or 3.836 miles. Top speeds around here around about 330 kph or 205 miles per hour. Excuse me, DRS zones. There are 3 of them, Housey. 3 of them. You're at full throttle at 80% of the lap around here, folks. And you're going to lose about 23 seconds of time in the pit lane, of course. And, yeah, there's just some brief track stats, Housey.
Yep, very good. Nicely done. BCP then purpling, obviously, this first lap's been pretty clean so far, but keeping an eye on it. Hello to Mr. Fury Strat in the chat. Thanks for the props, buddy. Glad to be back with you. Obviously, top job from your team last week, leading by example yet again.
Yeah, well, Fury cracking the whip, of course, and well, he loves it. He loves a good old fight, of course, and his team at the moment, of course, only after round 1, but on top, and that's what matters. As BCP says, a 1 win at 28.404, Housey, and not too shabby at all, mate.
No, good opener. Johnny on 4, I believe. This is the next. Although he's just backed out of it.
Yeah, so we'll go to high cut. We'll go to high cut and we'll have a look at this reserve livery. There it is, Housey. There's the bad boy. And, well, that's it for this year, folks. That's the reserve livery, and that's what it looks like. And, well, the options that you got were a lot better this season, weren't they, Housey, on this new game? And we are currently watching high cut in the second sector. And, well, it's great to see this lad back on track with us. And, yeah, cracking bloke, cracking bloke. Got some speed about him too here, Housey. So on that long, sort of twisty, windy back straight, you can call it a straight. What would you call that?
I'd call it a snake.
A snake. Oh, dearie me.
You ask, you receive.
Oh, well, there you go. Sometimes best keep my mouth closed there, Housey, myself. But
Indeed.
yeah, but I mean, it doesn't really work when you've got the mic on, does it? So we just sort of live by the sword. But anyway, we push on because high cut. Is he going to take this? Yeah, he certainly is. Not a bad lap by the look of things here, Housey. 127.3 whack. Woohoo!
Because I can.
Oh, you think this boy means business? Because he can. Yes, there you go. Oh, not too bad at all. 1 minute 28.1. Thank you very much, Housey. I've missed a couple of laps. I do apologise, boys. But yeah, there you go. There is T8, and there's a BP right behind him, but I'm not going to miss that one too. Yeah. So there you go. I think that was Blue Dog. Yeah, it certainly was with a 28.7. So not too bad at all from the dog. And we'll flick down to Bender because there is Bender flicking it into the pit lane. And Mad Mac, absolutely, Housey, coming out of 27 now. And, well, the shortest run is that inside where that pit lane is. Of course, that entry is. And Mad Mac, I reckon he's going to have another crack at this one with a 1 minute 30.0. Thank you very much, mate. We'll flick down to, where is Brad Tay? He's in P5 at the moment.
It's not a great lap. He's down on it, to be honest with you. But so, if not him, I think it's not going to improve. I think high.
Ooh,
could be BCP going again.
BCP, we'll have a look at him, of course, sitting in P4. Currently, no, he's actually 6/10 down here, the Housey. I reckon these boys are going to start to stop now. Got Johnny M4, who has invalidated, and yeah, throwing that one in the pit lane, of course. Your guy, JC, excuse me, out there on track. And, well, where is he? He's on an outlap. He's, well, there you go, in the first sector at the moment. We have currently got, of course, oh, the man, Izzy Bro. Welcome, Izzy Bro. Yes, that is Barbie F1, of course. This lad missed with us last week. He's a full-time driver, of course. A Group 3 Izzy Bro on debut with us. And, well, we might as well stay with him here, Housey. As we do know, the debutants all get that lap. So this is as good a time as any here, mate.
Yep, let's do it. Obviously, new to the league. So we'll give him his time as we do that. He makes a mistake and backs out of it. But let me have a look at this livery. Because I must say, look, I don't have any favourites, but
yes,
even with 3 women. All right, okay, I do. It's this one.
You do. You certainly do. And there you go.
I love this livery. All right, hats off to them. They're taking some stick in the chat, but fair play to the boys. They're up for a laugh. They've taken it on the chin. They're doing something different. So props to them.
Oh, I tell you what, look, oh my God, I've missed everything what's going on. Jodaku, I tell you what, my chat is buffering. There's something going on with the chat in Streamlabs at the moment. It's, yeah, failing to connect. But
I was trying to get to that.
I tell you what, he's just gifted 5 subs. What a legend! What a legend! Habibi, we love you, mate. And I tell you what, yeah, get your ass back on the grid. He was going to be a part of it there, Housey, but unfortunately work commitments got in the way. But yeah, well, thank you very much, Jodaku. What an absolute gentleman. a true legend of, well, the man himself, of course, there, Housey. And, well, let's just hope, of course, he is a reserve. And, well, let's just hope one day we get to see him on track.
Yeah, it's going to be Verk just picking up next guy if you want to flip to him. But yeah, echo what you said. Obviously, got commitments, but you got to earn those dollars. So fair play to him. He's in the background. He's supporting. So appreciate it, Jaluku. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, he's echoing what we're thinking here. He's well, he's just hoping work eases up. So I reckon. But yes, yeah, I can't wait to see him back out on track. He did pick up some form there late last season there, House, if you do remember. And well, work got in the way and again, and well, we do all understand that sort of stuff. But yeah, can't wait to see him back out on track. But nevertheless, here comes Verk. And what's Verk got? A 27.3! A 27.3! Holy moly. Who is next, House? Is it Fury? JC, I just missed it. JC went up to P3. Holy moly, with a 27.5. And is that Scotty on the back? No, it is not.
OFB. So OFB. Scotty Bender. Just coming down towards the final corner now. Let's have a look at this one then, the Yahoo boys. Yahoo!
Of course, missing Suicide 5 tonight, and yeah, lad's injured himself there, House. He's done himself a mischief. He's hurt his hand.
Nothing surprises me.
Nothing surprises
Oh, really?
me. Well, there you go. Yeah, you absolutely hurt the hand.
A bit strange.
And 129. Make of it as you will there, mate. Make it as you will. I'm sure
that's a bad thing.
I'm sure he won't mind, but a 129.694 for the Bender as we'll flick down to tactical, yet to set a time, currently out there at the moment, and in Sector 1, so just about to complete. There you go. There you go. So Sebi will be next. Thank you very much, Mr. Housey. Yeah. Same with Scotty, yet to set a time. Plenty of time left. 7.5 minutes to be exact here, Housey.
Makes a change from yellow, so it's all good. Plenty of time. Game on!
Game on indeed. As, well, Sebi just getting himself underway now. Should have checked that ERS, but, excuse me. Yeah, getting himself well underway. A tactical genius, there he is there in Sector 2. Entering Sector 3, excuse me. And absolutely wringing the neck of that Barbie F1 there, Housey. And he looks like he's absolutely on it. Everyone getting out of his way, and we do appreciate that, boys. Well done, of course. And yellow flags in Sector 3. Not too sure what is going on there, but we're going to stay with tactical. Yet to set a time. Yellow flag, Sector 3. They've just gone green, and here he comes. What's he got? It's a 26.5. It's a 26.5. It's a 26.5, Housey. Holy moly, if that's not a marker, I don't know what is there, mate. That is a cracking time. Of course, this track will ramp up as this session gets on, but tell you what.
Because I can.
Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Johnny M4 also improving just before tactical there, so Johnny M4 up to 11th. Because I can over the line.
Oof, he improves as well there, Housey, by half a second there. Still stays P5, but the 27.5, not too shabby at all. We'll go to Sebi. Where is Sebi? Currently in 14th. Oh, P2 from Sebi. 27.3, not too bad. Here comes Scotty. Scotty currently out there on track. Oh, it's a bit slow. He's just turned his ERS on, so this will be it for Scotty. This will be his lap right about now, and we'll go down to BCP because you were just saying that it was him, wasn't it?
He just improved. I don't think he improved in position, did improve in time. So, might have a little up, but it's boxing anyway. So M4's got a little bag.
Well, we definitely know that Scotty is absolutely on one here, folks. And, yeah, we're going to probably stay with him. Yet to set a competitive time. Same with Mad Mac. Where is Mad Mac? He's currently 3/10
further along.
He certainly is further along. So we're going to stick with him. And entering and exiting turn 27 as we speak there, Housey. 27 bloody corners. I'll tell you what. Huge amount of corners to memorise. But nevertheless, here comes Mad Mac. What's he got in the pocket? It is a 29.5. Does improve. And slots himself up into P13.
Izzy will be next, mate. Just coming into the final corner now. See what it's got. Real competitive lap time. Who's behind him? That's because I can. He'll be coming in.
That's a lot better from Izzy. A 29.1. There's still plenty of time left in this session.
Got it now.
Yep, there you go. Thank you very much, Housey. As we'll flick down to Scotty. And there he is there. There he is there. Vert kind of happy. P4. Well, there you go with the 27.3. Scotty crosses the line with a 28.7. P12. P12 there, Housey.
Oh, high cuts boxing. Scrap that one. BCP's going slow in the final corner. He might be out of fuel here.
He certainly, I think you are pretty much right there, Housey. I think he might be out of fuel there, mate. Don't know how much time, but there is certainly plenty of action left. I tell you what,
4 minutes.
Wonder why Verk retired so soon, but there's plenty of time left out there on the circuit, of course. And well, maybe he's happy. I'm not too sure there, Housey. As I dare say, we're probably going to see Scotty.
Mad Max. I think I don't know if Mad Max are on one here.
Well, according to that second time he's up on his time by 2.5 tenths there, mate.
Yep, so let's see then. Could he jump from 15th?
No, he stays 15th. 15th. Busy bro. He'll be going back to the pits, of course. So, yeah, Blue Dog out there on an outlap, of course. We've got Brad Tay out there on an outlap.
Well, what a surprise.
And, of course, Johnny M4. So, if you're new to us here, folks, that is Milwaukee Racing. That is Johnny M4, of course, and that is the livery there, folks. We'll flick back up to Blue Dog, because Blue Dog, that is BPF1, and that is the livery. That is what they ran with, as Banana Cake Pie says. He has negative fuel there, Housey. As Brad Tay, that is Barbie F1. That is the livery. That is what they're running with, and well, they're the cars out on track at the moment. When the other ones come out, we'll flick to them and give you guys at home a bit of a gander at what they all look like, of course. But yes, Brad Tay, well, he's furthest along, isn't he there, Housey? He's going to get seniority here, mate.
Yep, they are flying in formation pattern on this one. B1, but leading B2. Who's the Patty? The Patty's M4.
Well, they have been searching as well. Tell you what, with 2 minutes remaining on the clock, there you go. Scotty retiring, high cut tactical retiring. Tell you what, tactical's back, mate. Look at that bloody time. Holy moly, a 26.585, Housey. He's a cracking time as well. Brad Tay decides. Brad Tay's playing a bit of cat and mouse here, as he's just let Johnny M4 go, and well, there you go there, Housey. There you go. So maybe Brad Tay thinking, well, we'll just go out, do a circulation, and probably put in a belter at the end of the session. So keep an eye on that one there, mate.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it in the background. Now, still in front of B2, but he's released the Patty, so obviously he didn't want no Patty today. Just wanted roll. Just wanted the wheat. I'll keep an eye. You've missed me, haven't you? Blue Dog, purple in the middle sector. Blue Dog's on it. I don't know what Johnny M4's doing.
There you go. Yeah, Johnny M4's just, well, there you go. So he's in 27 now, and there is Brad Tay. What's Brad Tay doing there? He's there, just ahead of Blue Dog. So Brad Tay's going to get his lap started. So we'll keep an eye on that. So we won't flick to Brad Tay, but Johnny M4, it's 28.7. And Blue Dog, there he is there. Crosses the line at 28.2. So Blue Dog jumps up into P9. Johnny M4, P13, and Brad Tay getting himself underway yet again. So there you go, folks. That's what's happening out there, of course. And, well, there is the bender. That is Yahoo Motorsport. And that is them. That is the livery, folks. And I'm sure, where is Mr. Fury? There he is there. And that is, well, Cadillac Andretti F1. And that is a tongue twister to get out really quickly, Housey. But I'm sure we'll manage.
We're just going to do we're just going to do, yeah, CAD's just easier.
Just CAD. Nah, I can't do that. Cadillac Andretti F1, of course. And, well, these laps are going to come in thick and fast. Housey, thick and fast. We'll flick two ways. Is it Johnny M4 who's furthest along? He certainly is. He's just invalidated. Oh, dearie me. So we'll go to Brad Tay, of course. And there he is there, of course, just behind Johnny M4. So plenty of distance in between them. Not to worry himself too much, of course. Brad Tay, wow, 6/10 up on his previous best there. How's he 6/10 up? Oh, if he keeps this kind of pace, I tell you what, slots himself up there, up the order quite nicely. But let's just see what he's got left in the tank, of course. Turn 27 and the straight, well, the sort of, what would you call it? It's kind of like a short sprint to that line. You'd think it's a lot longer, but it's not. It creeps up on you rather quickly as there is the entry to the pit lane. There is the line, and there you go, 7/10 of a second. Mr. Brad Tay, thank you very much, JC.
Closely followed by Fury.
Thank you, mate. So, JC, a 27.0. I tell you what, JC doing a phenomenal job at the moment.
Oh, doesn't improve, Footy Bender.
No, he does not. Does not.
He was up as well. He's up by like 7/10. I think.
Well, because he can. P7 with a 27.585 and T8 unit. There he is there. Let's just see what he's got, of course. A 27.5. He certainly did improve. Nice. But I tell you what, JC, what a time. 27.000. I tell you what, 001, excuse me. And, well, how's he? If there might be a bit of a switcheroo happening in that team there, maybe. We'll keep an eye on that one because JC's really hit some form. Really hit some form. And, well, he's looking like the JC of old there, Housey. And, well, I'll tell you what, doing a great job at the moment in P3. Not too bad at all.
Yep, well, last in, but P3 in qualifying. Good result for him. That Cadillac looks beautiful as well.
Yeah, it does.
It's a real classy look, isn't it? It's class. It reminds me a bit of going back a few years ago. Well, the old Technico-esque to it.
Well, yeah. Well, that's going back a few years ago. Yeah, absolutely. There you go, Tactical Genius on top with a 126.584. As I'll quickly get to the bottom for all the race awards and stuff. Got to get those times in, and there you go. Mad Mac will start in 16th. Alongside him will be Izzy Bro, and then, of course, Johnny and 4, Scotty. Well, out of position is Scotty a little bit. Not too sure what happened there with him, of course. Bender and Blue Dog, it'll be Banana Cake Pie and Brad Tay, because he can, and T8, and we'll go through the rest. There is no formation lap, folks. Remember that, Housey. We're going to jump straight into the action that usually catches us out. But yes, there is no formation lap as, well, we did let us know of phenomenal Grand Prix last week. Hope we can channel some of that good juju, all those good vibes there, Housey. But nevertheless, mate, great to have you back in the box.
Yeah, brilliant to be here, as we said before. So let's just have a quick look at this grid because it's going to chuck us in quick. This Tactical currently sat on the medium from pole. High Cut second, still on the softs. Your guy third, still on the softs. Sebi still on the softs. Fury still on the softs in sixth. T8 unit was seventh on the soft. Medium selected. Your guys just selected third, by the way. Because I can, mediums in eighth. We've got Brad Tay, softs on ninth. BCP, softs in 10th. Blue Dog, softs in 11th. Old Footy Bender, softs in 12th. Scotty, softs in 13th. M4 starts 14th on the mediums at the moment. Izzy Bro's got medium selected in 15th. Mad Max, softs. It's in race director, mate. Sorry, I just have to fire through it quickly, so sorry for that. But
yeah, there you go. We've got 5 lights here, Housey. 5 lights, away we go. They are off. Yes, they certainly are off. Great launch there by Tactical. High Cut tucks right in, but who's that coming through? Have a look at Sebi, all hard on the brakes. Get through turn 1, boys. Get through turn 1. And they all certainly do there, Housey. Brilliant by this lot. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of Robbins racing Harry at the back. I'll do in a minute, we're just double checking stuff, but yeah, generally pretty clean. Certain turn 1.
I'll tell you what, JC has had a great start here, Housey. Up in a P2, jumping High Cut already, and there he is there. High Cut in P3, Sebi P4, Verk in P5, Fury, there he is there, of course, in P6. T8 unit in P7, BCP, your man, Housey. The highest of the BP F1 drivers at the moment in P8. They are missing their Group 1 driver in I'm a Noob. Excuse me. And Dools, of course. Doolsy is in Milwaukee, I do believe. Is that right, Housey? Is he in Milwaukee?
Tools? No, Tools is in Yahoo.
Yahoo, that's right. And excuse me, folks, and they are missing him too, of course. They are overseas. Hopefully we get to see them back very, very soon, of course. And I tell you what, your guy JC has just been passed by High Cut. What's going on here? And there you go, High Cut takes that. Oh, have a look. Oh, they've touched. JC has touched. Oh, dearie me. And there you go. Sebi has been spun right around, of course, and that is unfortunate for Seb. That is very, very unfortunate, of course, and well, this is a 2-stop, so he can get one of them out of the way here now. How's he? Of course he is. He's got damage to that front wing, and well, speeding in the pit lane as well. Not good for him, of course, as he's done a pit and quit. No. Oh, dearie me. So, well, there you go. He'll feel that. So will his team there. How's he?
Indeed. But let's not focus on that. Let's get back to the race. And Footy Bender, I think, made a mistake. Allocate Pie making a move as well. Just trying to get tracks of this race, but off the back, Banana Cake Pie with the best start, up 5 spots. Old Footy Bender up 4, Izzy Bro up 4, so good start for those guys. Your guy down 3, T8 down 3, Brad Tay, B1 down 5 positions, so not a good start for Brad Tay. I think, obviously, can't get it in, no damage towards the back, maybe a bit of rubbing, but so good stuff.
There you go, Housey. Absolutely, mate. As Verk closes right in on Fury, and I think he's going to get this job done very, very soon. Yes, he certainly is. Fury goes out wide. He's going to swoop in. Verk knows this, so Verk just backs out a little bit and hopefully gets a good run. He's tucked right in. Have a look at this. His Tactical's trying to set off in the distance with a 1:30.109, Housey. 1:09. So I tell you what, 1.5 seconds. Verk just sneaks by Fury. You want to be careful because Fury's got a good run here. But he thinks better of it. How's he tucks in? Lives to fight another day, as we say, mate.
Yeah, indeed. JC pitted that lap as well. The JC in for his first stop. No wing, just a fresh set of hards.
Oh, Tactical's out! He's made an error! No! Tactical's out! Oh, dearie me!
Well.
That is a safety. Well, there you go. Yellow flags.
No. It should be.
Oh,
no, yellows are gone.
Yellows are
Quickly,
gone.
game on! Doesn't matter. He's dead on the track, but don't worry about it. We'll just carry on. We're all good. Back in the 50s. It's all good. Carry on.
It's all good. Yeah.
So, yeah. Interesting then for your guy, whether he just felt he should drop back because of that. I don't know, but maybe he did have slight... I know he didn't change his wing, unless he's got it wrong with engineer and it didn't change his wing. But strange early stop for your guy.
Yeah, very strange. Not too sure what's going on there, but dearie me, Tactical making an error there, and
Fury and Verk having a bit of a go.
The only, well, look at that speed, look at that launch that Fury's just got, and there you go, straight past Verk. Straight past him. Have a look at that. This is going to go on for quite some time here, Housey, I do believe. As, High Cut.
Blue Dog around at the back. So, I don't know what happened, but Blue Dog is around. He needs a new wing.
He needs a new wing. So, well, some of these boys getting their mandatory stops, of course. Getting them out of the way pretty quick, smart.
Brad Tate in the box as well as Izzy Bro too. Izzy Bro definitely wing. Brad Tate, I can't see. For some reason, it won't let me look at Brad Tate. I'm not sure if Brad Tate had a wing or not there. Take it away, I'll double check in the background.
You're right there, mate. You're right. So Verk still, holds in front of, just behind, just behind Fury. Banana Cake Pie up in a 4th, and because he can, having a great showing here today in P5, of course. Bender up in a P6, so Bender doing what he's got to do, staying ahead of that group, of course. And, his group consists of Brad Tay, Blue Dog, Johnny M4, his good self, and, Yeah, that's it. I think that's right.
Train. The train.
Yes, the train. Who is unfortunately we're missing him tonight. But there he is there in P6, of course. T8 unit in P7, just hovering, isn't he? Looks like he's ready to shape up Bender here, Housey. But no, just tucks in. This is starting to become a bit of a DRS train here from P5 right through to P7, of course. And well, I'll tell you what.
Vert just going for a move. Sorry to chop you off there. Vert going for a move back into P2 past Fury. It's a move done.
I think this is gonna go on for quite some time, though, isn't it, Housey? Just the characteristics of the track here, mate.
Yeah, well, obviously you got that sort of long, shortish run to the line, which I guess it is, but it's a long enough straight to down to turn 1, DRS assisted. You've got enough time to make a move there. They've got to be careful though, because high cut's coming.
He certainly is, and well, there he is there in P3 is the high cut, and not too sure. Yeah, sorry.
No wing for Brad Tay, by the way. Just reporting back on. So yeah, bit of a train going on from BCP now, 4th down to T8. Let's have a quick look. T8 and Bender boxing cleverer on the battery packs in this battle though.
Yes.
Moment. Scotty's getting close to Johnny M4 as well, down in 9th place. Scotty looking to get past M4 into 8th. Barbie versus Milwaukee.
I'll tell you what, T8 unit is really starting to hunt onto Bender here, mate. Absolutely, he certainly is. And, well, there you go. We've just seen someone jump in the pit lane. That is because he can in. There's got some action here. Fury in as well. So these softs are dead. They are getting rid of that soft compound. I'll tell you what, has Verk decided to stay out that one lap too long? We do know the undercut around here is quite powerful. Verk will be pushing. I dare say he's going to have to cover off Fury this lap here, Housey. I reckon he's going to box at the end of this one, of course. Hiker sitting in the box seat, of course, yes, but you've got to stop twice. Yeah. Mandatory 2-stop here, folks, around Jeddah. Yes, that is on the calendar, of course. And just doing things a little bit differently here, folks, of course. Yes, absolutely. And, well, Highcut currently out there on the medium, so he's going to enjoy a bit of clean air very soon here, Housey.
He will indeed. Just keeping an eye on T8 and Footy Bender here because the gap is very close at the moment. The battle over 4th. BCP only just in front of them, so this little gaggle closed up here on this lap. Going back to what you said earlier, yeah, Verk's got to pit this lap surely just to cover off. Let's try the limit high cuts advantage as well. If those softs are going off.
Yeah.
Mind you, high cut hasn't really been able to gain too much on him this lap, to be honest with you, just looking at it. So he might have the pace to keep going. It'll be interesting to see. I've got eyes on him, so I'll call what he does. You keep watching what you're watching for a second.
I'll tell you what.
He is boxing.
He is boxing. Well, there you go. T8 unit is looking racy. Certainly is, but he's thought, bugger this. I'm losing way too much time. He thinks better of it. Goes in the pit lane. He's going to get rid of that soft compound there, Housey. We'll keep an eye on this. We're going to keep an eye on this. There is Verk. Where is Fury? There is Fury. He's going to jump him and jump him by then some here, Housey. He is absolutely going to jump him. He certainly is. And just going past the Verk, there is the Verk. Where is he? There is he. There they are. There they are. There.
Close.
Oh, it's going to be bloody close. Oh, Verk's just done enough. He's just done enough. And there you go.
Tyres as well, so he should be able to defend the Fury right there. This is going to be a wild ride for Fury on this outlap with the tyres, warming them up. He's doing a good job so far though, keeping it nice and clean. He's got more battery than Verk, so does Fury want this right here, right now?
Let's not forget, they've got a little bit to play out, of course, Housey, because, well, there you go. JC can go to the end. He's done his 2 stops. Does not matter if he can get that centre medium to the end, but he's done 2 stops there, Housey. As there you go. That is all that is required here, folks, for the boys to get through this round. Of course, they must complete a 2-stop race. And well, there you go. JC getting his done nice and early.
footy bender into the box. But Allocate Pie stays out for another lap, so starting his 7th lap on these tyres.
Oh, and Bender whack with a 5-second time penalty, speeding in the pit lane. Oh,
we got to
dearie
move.
me.
Fury's going past Burke. Fury's going past Burke. That battle's on. Fury's just taken 6th off Burke. Start finish straight. DRS assisted. The Cadillac moves ahead of the Milwaukee, but this is not done, ladies and gentlemen. This one's going to roll. But as I said, if they've got to watch high cut, because they're trying to battle high cut eventually, I think here.
Yeah, that's right.
The more they squabble, the easier it's going to be for high cut to get those clean laps in.
Well, which way would you think if you're high cut, knowing that you've got to do a mandatory 2-stop?
Well, he hasn't done any yet, has he? So
no, that's right.
Still got 2 to go.
Will you be hanging out? I mean, I know you've got to change. You've obviously got to change from the medium, of course, but I'll tell you what, will you be hanging out, praying on that safety car and getting one done under there and, well, minimising the pain, so to speak, Housey?
Yeah, I think I'll be just trying to run my original strategy here if I'm high cut mediums, and then run to a soft perhaps. Obviously, if that safety car comes out, that's when I'd want to be pitting personally. As Fury getting past Mad Mac now.
Mad Mac doing a brilliant job.
Gets out the way.
And Burton just kisses that wall, but brilliant job, Mad Mac. He's there in P6, I'll tell you what. There you go. Phenomenal job by him, of course. He's already made that one pit stop, so he's sitting pretty healthy at the moment there, Housey. Getting that one out of the way pretty early, and look where he falls.
He's going to do a second one. He's going to do a second one right here. Right now.
He is. He's taking a punt now. He's going to go medium again, I reckon. Another set of mediums, get him to the end, and, well, that is his 2 stops completed, of course. T8 unit jumps up into P5 because he can. Right behind him. Had a bit of a, well, Mr. Inconspicuous this race here, Housey, is because he can. But in there in P6, having a great showing today, of course. Old footy bender. Well, they got that 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And I dare say that he will be kicking himself over that one, Housey.
Yeah, of course. It's an easy mistake to make, but very frustrating one. So he's just got to get his head back down for a minute. M4 currently up 12 places, so M4 yet to stop, I believe. Obviously, same as high cut. Up 12 spots. So M4 finding some of that form he had at the tail end of last season. He was going great guns there.
Yeah, he certainly was.
The Milwaukee driver.
Well, when he gets time to put into the game is the M4. Yeah. He's actually quite handy around any track, really, to be fair. And well, he's got some time to put into the game. And at the moment, currently P2, which you'll be loving that. He'll just be kicking back. He'll be thinking, well, I'll tell you what, don't know what he'll be thinking, but he knows he's got to do those mandatory 2 stops and probably just playing it out in his head which way he's going to fall here, Housey, because we are already on lap 10 without a safety car. Lap 10 of 25. So, yeah, unfortunately we lost Tactical Genius and Sebi, but yeah, there you go, Housey. It's all shaping out quite nicely.
Yeah, well, this battle is building. The Fury-Verk battle still going on here. Verk possibly could have made a move that time. Thinks better of it. So I think Verk's happy to sit for a minute. Let Fury cut the hole in the air. Maybe just save a bit of fuel for Verk. Riding in the slipstream of the Cadillac in front. It does clip that wall, though, on the inside. It's the second time I've seen him clip front left. Hopefully he's got no damage. That just allows Fury to escape here. Look at the gap that's just been created. They were nose to tail. Fury got the gap over the 1 second DRS range. Just that one little tap that just highlights here on this track what one little tap can do to you. That's basically probably 0.6 of a second, 0.7 of a second he's lost from one little tap.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Obviously, it's the follow-on from that, isn't it, Skate? You know, like when you make the one little mistake, then that tends to lead to the next little one, and then it kind of gets a bit of.
And not to mention the fact that they were on a relatively quick part of the circuit. You tend to lift on those parts. You're chasing, aren't you? You're chasing that whole way down that circuit, around that, well, down that to the next braking point, of course, and just absolutely hurts. And you can look. I mean, it was a few corners ago. It was just blown out to that 1 second, where, as you did say, just brushed that wall. And look at it now; it's blown out to 1.6. Happens on a quick part of the circuit. There's just nothing you can do. That momentum you lose. it just hurts. But Verk, well, he's long way to go yet, mate. There's a whole round of pit stops to play out here. And, of course, this is anyone's race, of course. Highcart leading this one by 15 seconds at the moment. Yet to stop, Housey, yet to stop. So Johnny M4, there he is there in P2, 15 seconds behind and yet to stop, of course. And these two boys, of course, as we've been talking about, Fury and Verk, not too far behind Johnny M4. So I'll tell you what, Johnny M4, oh, who was that? Johnny M4 making a big mistake. And, well, there you go. This is a battle for position on a track. Fury is absolutely going to pass him very, very quickly here. He's just lining him up. Johnny M4 on 10 lap old mediums here, Housey. I'd get rid of them. I'd get rid of them straight away, mate. Knowing that you got to do a two-stop race, it's well, you're just beyond just shy of the halfway distance now, and yeah, I'd get rid of them.
Well, like you said earlier, I think they're trying to wait for a safety car as Fury passes M4 then. We've got the battle of the three letters. We've got OFB versus BCP going on a bit further back down for 7th. BCP just catching OFB on this lap. 1 lap difference in the tyres, same compound, but BCP looking like he's got the pace over OFB. So he'll be looking for a move, perhaps down the start-finish straight. He's going to close right up on the back of him here, down into the final turn. 27. Needs a good run here then, so a good exit. But Bender looks clean on the exit.
He certainly does look clean on the exit. Got the power down nicely, but
he's got the run though, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's DRS. There's nothing he can do. Sitting duck. Decides to go the long way, does BCP. He does. And, well, quite easily gets that job done. Slots himself up into P7, Bender down into P8. And, oh, what's going on there? Oh, what's going on there? BCP taking a different line to Bender, and not too sure if he brushed the wall there, Housey. But Bender is all over him like a rash. And these two boys are going to have to get their heads down, of course. Bender, the only one on track at the moment with that time penalty, of course. Speeding in the pit lane, it was there, Housey. As we'll flick up to Johnny M4 and Verk. And, well, Johnny M4, I dare say he's going to get out of the way of his teammate. Yeah, he certainly is. He goes on the inside. No, he doesn't. Oh, this is hurting Verk. This is hurting Verk. As, there you go. He gets out of his way, he puts up his hand, says, sorry, mate. And Verk gets on his merrily way, trying to chase. Look at Fury there, Housey, 2.2 seconds now. He'd be loving that little section. He got past, of course, Johnny M4 at the right time and left Verk to sort of sit there and thinking that Verk should get by quite comfortably, but as we have seen,
we got your guy just passing Blue Dog spinning again. I'm not sure if there was anything in between that. I'm guessing with those two, probably not. It was probably a self-inflicted mistake from Blue Dog, but Blue Dog spinning again. Not having the best of races here in Saudi Arabia is the Blue Dog.
No, he's not.
He's not. Lost an end plate as well, so hang on a minute. Just let me flick through. So he'll complete his second stop here. He needs to stop for a wing. So Blue Dog will be done here with his mandatory stops. He could put on the hard. What's he on at the moment? He's on the medium, isn't he? So he could put on the hard here.
Did he start on the softs though, Housey? If he started on the hard...
Hang on, let me double check.
If he started on the softs, he's laughing. Yeah, he can go for another set of mediums to the end, of course.
He did, yeah.
There you go. I think that's what he'll be doing. He'll be throwing on another set of medium, going to the end on that one, and that's Blue Dog's 2 stops out of the way. As we'll flip back up to Bender and BCP, and there you go. BCP up into P7, Bender P8. That job has been done. And, well, BCP stretching his legs. Look at that. 0.7 of a second already, and it was only just a couple of seconds ago he just got by him. So T8 unit, there he is there, having a great race is the T8 in P5, just behind Johnny M4. Johnny M4's got to stop. He's got to stop. He's got to get rid of the pain. Look at how quickly they are just catching him, albeit, yes, Johnny M4, a Group 4 driver, of course. This is all for position. He does not have to get out of the way. Oh, he's got that a little bit wrong. And T8, I tell you what.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, T8 unit thinking better of it, just backing out of that at the right time, thinking, you know what?
Wisely.
Yeah, absolutely. Just wait.
Right
That's exactly right. Just line him up. He's got nowhere to go now.
Here.
And this is job done. As easy as you like. So we're going to stay with this, of course.
Oh, he's got some speed. He has got some straight line speed. He's on his battery, but it's not going to be enough, unfortunately.
No
but
way.
Still, good job. Oh, he's fighting it still. He's fighting this. M4 is still fighting this. He's still there. He's still kept it. Excellent driving from M4.
Absolutely
In all
brilliant.
fairness, That was clean. That was fair. Hard but fair. He's clipped the wall. That's going to be game over.
There you go. And
he's got his teammate now behind him. He needs to let his teammate go here.
Yeah, I think he's just done that. He's got damage. He's got some sort of damage. And whether we can see it or not, it just looked like that front end did not want to bite. He's on 13 lap old mediums. Same with Highcut, who is in the lead, of course, yet to stop. And there he is there, of course, because he can in P5 still. But let's not forget of this man, BCP. Look what's happening behind him. Bender, Johnny M4, Bender. Oh, this could get nasty. This could get real nasty. These are the Group 4s. And I'll tell you what, they're all competing for that one spot, aren't they, Housey?
They are. They're all trying to take the crown away. Dog. But Johnny M4 just really struggling now on these tyres. The lads trying to be patient with him, putting M4 doing what he can. It's all been clean and fair. Hard racing for M4, but fair. He does now surrender those positions, so that's down from what would be about 5th at the start of that lap to down to 8th. So
yeah, he's got to get rid of him. Is he going in the pit lane? He certainly is. Look at all the action happening in the pit lane. Highcut boxed out of the pit lane on a set of softs. So it'll be interesting to see how this one pans out. Absolutely, Housey. Spot on there, mate. A lot of action in the pit lane. Look at this, because he can. In. Bender, in. Johnny M4, in. Brad Tay, in. Who else is coming in? Izzy Bro, in.
Izzy in.
Oh, there you go. Mad Mac continues. Let's just have a look to see for everybody at home what they've done, of course. And there you go. As soon as you see that 2 stops, they are safe to continue. Housey, they can finish the race. Of course, JC getting his done, of course. And got his done nice and early to JC.
That was a close exit between Because I Can and your guy JC. So he's out! He's out!
Oh, he's clipped the wall!
He's at the wall!
JC clipped the wall! He clipped the wall! Did you see that? I seen him go straight on! And dearie me, seen that wheel wobble. And well, I'll tell you what, just lucky that there's been no cars, no cars where that happened. And there you go, he pushes through. And
I picked it up late, but I think he was just coming out of the box. Just had to slot him behind. Whether it really put him off that much, I don't know. But clipped the inside wall. Good night to Fox. Front wheel off. Game over.
Exactly right.
So good qualifying. Poor race.
Yeah, exactly right there, Housey. Just clipped the inside left there and lost his front wheel as Verk gets a 3-second time penalty. And that will be for track limits. Highcut currently had there. Yeah, well, 2.9 seconds there, Housey. T8 unit is, well, he's only stopped once, I do believe. Let's just double check that.
Yep, he has. The only 2 stoppers are Because I Can, Footy Bender, Brad Tay, Izzy, Blue Dog, Fury, just doing his second now as we speak.
So there you go.
Possibly doing the same.
Yeah, Verk as well. So they just followed each other into the pit lane. But have a look at this. Verk has left the box on a brand new set of softs. Where is Fury leaving the box on a brand new set of mediums? So different thinking here, Housey. We do know that the softs are good for a good 6 laps, 7 laps around here. Verk will probably be thinking about a lighter fuel load and probably stretching that set of softs to the end. I know he's going to have to anyway, regardless. But, I don't know, mate. I'm not too sure. They will make it quite comfortably, but will he get the tyre purchase when they're starting to die? The mediums will be hanging on for all life, of course. And Fury currently in P5. And Verk, where is he now? Currently P8 after that pit stop, of course. And, well, everybody at home, there is the stops for everybody. And, of course, who has to stop again? Highcut, T8 unit, BCP, Scotty, Mad Mac and Johnny M4 all need to make one more stop, of course, and get that job done. Easy Bro's come out on that hard compound there, Housey, so thinking differently again.
Yep, so Because I Can, just having a look at the back of Mad Mac here. He's got fresher medium tyres. Verk also absolutely flying on this one. He's just purpled the middle sector. He's absolutely flying. Verk looking to get both the guys in front of them. Because I Can and Mad Mac. Because I Can has a look at Mad Mac up the inside. Verk thinks about it, backs out of it. So Because I Can gets the move done. Turn 27 on Mad Mac. Verk now got a good run onto the back of Mad Mac. Passed up the inside. He's got a good run here on Because I Can as well. Backs out of it though. So Because I Can up to 6th. Verk up to 7th. Oh, runs it close to Because I Can. Still there. Got Johnny M4, who's also obviously on the softs, a couple of positions back, trying to push to get up to this battle as well. So it's going to be up against it in the next few laps with the guys behind him on fresher tyres.
Yeah, absolutely, Housey, absolutely. And, well, Johnny M4 too, let's not count him out, of course. Come out of the pit lane on that set of softs. So, well, I tell you what, he's just made a bit of an error going wide there. So, yeah, he's got a bit of an armful. Yeah, he's got to stop again. A bit of an armful at the moment, but well, right way of thinking. I think he left that first run a bit too late to stop, mate. I think he really did. But I mean, anything can happen. Still can have a safety car.
Yep.
Anything can happen, of course. Housey, lap 17 to 25. We've seen Verk and because he can. Verk swings by because he can. Purple's that second sector, and he is on. He's on, absolutely on. Look at him go. And yeah,
so that was team orders there, nicely done.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so, yeah. Although, because I can, just got to sit on the back of his teammate here now. Sit in that DRS if he can. Hold on. BCP boxes then. So BCP, another set of softs for BCP. So I think that is his second stop done and dusted now. So yeah, it is. BCP running to the end now. Still got high cut T8 Scotty at the front, top three. Still need to stop again, along with M4.
Yeah, with M4 as well, yep.
So position change, having a quick look at them. Scotty's up 10 at the moment, the best in the field. Mad Mac up 8. Not many losers, because the losers are obviously all DNFs, but Blue Dog down 2, Brad Tay down 2. Oh, look at that, imagine that. Come on.
Well, I mean...
Izzy Bro, I'll tell you what, Izzy Bro must be loving being the patty. I kind of know Izzy Bro a little bit in the background, and he is a wild child, is Izzy Bro.
He is a little bit.
I'm sure he'd love to be the patty. I'm sure he'd embrace it here.
Well, I'm sure he'll have a few stern words to say as well once he works out what the hell the patty is. But anyway, we'll push on.
He'll love it, don't worry. It's all good. So because I can... Still on the back of Verk, he's like I said, he's just too well to sit there. He is being towed up. What are they? Got 8 seconds to Fury, so 6 laps, 8 seconds. I think that's going to be a tough ask. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the interval. Can we have a look at the interval quickly to the leader? So Fury gets past Scotty then. So Scotty pits for his second stop. He's going to put the softs on surely.
Yeah,
but I was just
absolutely.
looking at how much high cut's got. So back to Verk, high cut has got about 30 seconds, I think, at this point in time.
Well, he's got 21.3 seconds to Fury, so...
yeah. Not quite enough, I wouldn't have thought, to hold the lead, but should slot probably in P2?
Definitely slot right behind him. And on a brand new... on a brand new set of softs. I mean... Yeah, Fury's doing a great job, though. 21.28 now, so... Fury's hanging on, so I'll tell you what, Housey, let's just have a look at these. We're going to keep an eye on this screen for the moment. Still 21.2 seconds, so Fury's absolutely wringing the neck of the Cadillac Andretti F1 car. There it is there, 21.0 seconds now, so he's actually starting to gain on Highcut. Has Highcut got traffic? He certainly has not. So, well, I'll tell you what, he can box. He can, if he's starting to lose some time now. What are they? 5 lap olds. So
starting the 5th lap, yeah.
Yeah.
So this lap had split it in half, like
Yeah,
a nice halfway point.
I would box at the end of this one. Yeah, I would think so, and get that job done, of course. And let's just see if he was just saving a little bit of battery and he's going to spend it on this one to get that job done, of course. But I reckon he'll be fine once he comes out of that pit lane anyway. T8 unit receiving some service. There he is there. Second stop done and dusted. And on a brand new set of softs for that man, as we'll flick back down because he can. There he is there. Yes.
The Barbie's having a battle here. Izzy Bro, Brad Tay into the final corner. Cleanly done. Not sure Brad Tay really gave it him, whether it was team orders, but Brad Tay having a look back actually. Maybe he's just thinking about that team orders. Obviously, Izzy Bro being Group 3, Brad Tay being Group 4. Izzy Bro got his hards on though. Brad Tay got the medium.
That is Brad though, isn't it? That is Brad to a T. I mean, if you're the quicker driver, he'll just let you go. He'll tuck in, and he'll just. Oh Oh, dearie me, Izzy Bro's done the
who's
same
that?
thing JC did. He did the same thing JC did. He turned in too early. And off goes his front leg. Oh, Izzy Bro will be kicking himself. And there you go. Yellow flag, sector 1, gone to green. What the hell's going
Game
on?
on!
Game on.
What,
Lap 20 of
what have you got
25.
the safety car set to?
Well,
Is it off?
no, it's not
Yeah.
off.
Okay. All right.
It's not
Good,
off.
but, well,
It's
I'm enjoying it, to be fair. It's brilliant.
It's definitely
To be
not
fair,
off.
This could have worked. It's worked in the favour for us, actually, because no one's been able to make those stops under safety car. Scotty looking at the back of M4 here as we rambling on. It's a tricky part of the track. Can't really get a move done here. He needs to be smart and wait. He should know that. Scotty's a good lad.
I'll tell you what,
Getting to know him a bit better.
look, I mean, three
Okay.
of those DNFs, as you did say, excuse me, Scotty does breeze by Johnny M4, but three of those, well, two of those to be exact, were at the exact same corner, the exact same way, Housey. And
Well, it's tricky.
it is tricky. It is very tricky, but yeah, those drivers will be kicking themselves big time, of course. Johnny M4's just slotted in. He's probably going to try to hang on to the back of Scotty here. See how far he can get pulled along. Of course, how many stops has Johnny done? He's only done one. Johnny M4 and Highcut are the only two that need to stop again. And yeah, well, let's just keep an eye on that one there, Housey, of course. The rest of the lads, they're all good to go. And well, because he can, sitting there in P5, he's got his work cut out with it.
Just dropped a bit of time. Yeah, he's just dropped a bit of time against T8 on this lap.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah.
He was a bit closer at the start of the lap, but not the best of laps for because I can. Just dropped him back a little bit. Obviously, T8 pulling away there on those one-lap-old softs. Interestingly enough, Highcut stayed out, and he stayed out again. 7-lap-old softs. I mean, I'm not sure why you do it.
Well,
I'm not sure why you do it.
Knowing
He's
now
got-
that, well, I'll tell you what, there's going to be no safety car called with 3 laps remaining, that's for sure. So, oof.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so. He's got 21 seconds over Fury, 29 seconds over Burke, 32 seconds over T8 unit, but obviously T8's going great guns time. Burke does have that penalty. Let's check on that. 3 seconds for Burke, 6 seconds for M4. Fastest lap still being held by Tactical Genius here, who is obviously a DNF from this race.
Would you
so
look at this? Excuse me there, Housey. I do apologise, but Bender and Scotty and Bender doing bloody battle again. They battled it out last week at Bahrain. Looks like Scotty is going to take the chocolates again, of course. There's still a long way to go. Well, 3 laps remaining here, Housey, but Scotty and Bender, I'll tell you what, last Grand Prix like this Grand Prix like this, of course. And, well, Bender does have that, well, he does not. Excuse me, that is Johnny M4. My old eyes are playing tricks on me there, Housey. But, yeah, Bender doing great things this season. And currently P8 at the moment here, mate. And, well, he's, well, newly found rival, I'm going to call it that anyway, would be Mr. Scotty, and these boys enjoying a good old battle out on track. Currently 1.1 seconds is the difference between the two. Scotty enjoying a fresh set of softs at the moment, and, well, pretty much that's all she wrote at the moment.
So Highcut stays out again then, so maybe, I don't know, is he just going to box the last lap being in as a reserve?
I don't know.
He's going to box the last lap and
I don't know what he's thinking. I have no idea what he's thinking. But he's got to get that.
In the chat. Izzy Bro in the chat. Sorry, I just checked the chat because of what you said earlier. Izzy Bro saying, where did that wall come from?
Yeah, he done the same thing as JC. And Dunno 2107. No, the safety car is not off. It is on. And yes, it is a mandatory 2-stop. It certainly is a mandatory 2-stop. And absolutely it is. So Highcut, lap 23-25 here, Housey. And 21.6 seconds in his pocket. And, well, I mean, what's he going to do? It's the only one. He's a Johnny M4 as well. We'll just
M4, M4 still to go.
So they're the only two yet to stop. So not too sure which way they're thinking. Johnny M4 got to get that one done and dusted. And otherwise, unfortunately, it will not bring him any points. It will be a DSQ at the end of this one. But yes, 2 laps remaining.
It's going to be difficult for M4 here. He's got to stop again. I mean, currently I'm just looking at it. Let's go with 20 seconds or 25 seconds. It's going to right back towards Blue Dog, and then he's got those 6-second penalty as well. So might not work this strategy for Johnny M4, but obviously first one for the lads here with the box. You know, there's more to come this season. As the guys get used to it and different races, different tracks, it work out in different ways. So it's a good thing just to spice it up a little bit.
Absolutely.
However, the gaps in the field are pretty stable. Verk still got that 3 seconds penalty, isn't it?
Yeah,
It
he
is,
certainly
just
does.
double checking. The T8 is rapidly closing on him on track, but
T8's
gonna
going to
pick
get his
up that
podium.
podium.
He's going to absolutely
Yeah,
pick up
he
that
is.
podium, of course, as, well, 8-lap-old softs are starting to hurt right about now for the Verk. As, well, T8 there, you can see the distance there. You can see the gap there. And, well, I'll tell you what, has T8 come alive this back half of the Grand Prix or what? He was towards the mid to back half of that pack, wasn't he there, Housey? And just come alive after that round of pit stop. Oh, just brushes that wall too. And doing a great job at the moment is T8. As we'll flick off that. No, Scotty's out. Scotty's out. Scotty's out. Just there he is there.
Same place.
Same place. That's 3. That is 3. 3 of them have done it. They've clipped that wall. Dearie me. And why isn't the safety car go? I don't know. Oh, you can't. Lap 24 anyway. But there you go. Scotty is out. Unfortunate for him. As,
I'll tell you what, that is bad news for Barbie. That's tactical. Izzy and Scotty all out of this one for Barbie.
There you go. It's
That's the sole Barbie left.
That's his last lap.
He's going to just box at the end of this lap.
Well,
he's going to box at the end of this lap and just let it be.
He has to.
I mean, he's a reserve still. I guess he's not worried.
He's not worried. He's just gonna. He's out there for track. He's out there for track time, but still. But there you go. So, well, T8 unit. He's going to inherit that podium. I think he's going to pop his cherry with the podium. I'm not too sure. How's he? Did he get a podium last season? Last race of the Grand Prix?
I don't believe so. I don't think so. I don't believe so.
Let me just double check these results. Let's just double check these results.
I mean, he didn't come in until a bit later, did he? Into the tail end of season 1.
Well, his first race was the last race. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't.
Yes, he did. He got a podium on the last race. Yes, he did. He certainly did.
Brilliant. So this will be number 2 then, as Brad Tay is shaping up M4 here on the final lap.
Highcut has not stopped twice. No, he has not, mate. As we're going to keep an eye on this because neither is Johnny M4. So they're going to need to get into that garage, of course. If they don't, they'll be DSQ'd. But Highcut being a reserve, Johnny M4 down there in P8. It'd be hard to think all of that hard work undone by not getting the job done. But let's just keep an eye. There's still a few more corners to go as Highcut rounds number 27 here, Housey. 27 for the 25th time. And, yeah, he's going to continue. So it's not going to matter too much to Highcut. So Fury will take the lead of this one as absolutely brilliant from Fury. So Fury's going to win here at Jeddah, of course. Verk will slot into P2. Oh, no, he won't. He'll slot into P3.
He'll go
well,
P3.
let's just double-check this. Let's just double-check this, Housey. Because...
It's going to be done on track anyway. T8's up the inside of him. Verk's not having it, but T8 should have the run with those fresher tyres. What's Verk got? They're both on the battery. Verk's out of battery. T8's just gets it with a penalty anyway.
Gets it with the penalty.
T8 will take T2.
Of course,
Verk will take the podium.
Well, absolutely will. So the top 3 will be Fury, T8, Johnny M4 stop. Did Johnny M4 stop?
He's not there yet. He's not there yet.
Let's just keep an eye on this one, folks. Let's just keep an eye on this one. He needs to get rid of that compound. If he doesn't, no, Johnny, no.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? No, Johnny,
no.
No.
Just got done on the line as well by Brad Tay. Obviously, M4 had penalties.
Well, he's falling like a stone anyway. And there is the Blue Dog. One to forget for the Blue Dog, of course. Down there in P11. Watched a lot of people fall off around him, of course. 3 of them hit that wall, didn't they, Housey?
Well, again, I mean, look, let's talk about it quickly as you mention it. I mean, he's had a shocker. Let's face it. He's had a shocking race, Blue Dog, but the car is still in one piece, and he still brings it home in P11 for the team.
He gets the points.
So marvelous work in terms of well done.
Absolutely there, Housey. As well, there you go. Well, let's just go to the the game giving the driver of the day to Mad Mac. Mr. Housey and I will decide that one. I do apologise, folks. I do apologise. Yeah, I've had buffering issues with the chat, so I'm doing it off a personal account, and so that's a DQ, right? That certainly is, and yeah, absolutely. So, well, Fury will take the chocolates on this one. So High Cut and Johnny M4, the only two to only do the one stop. High Cut being a reserve, he's not going to matter too much, but Johnny M4, full-time driver, that is it. He has been disqualified, so Blue Dog in the end will be 10th there, Mr. Housey. So there you go.
Yeah, it was going to be close between those two at the end, as I said, but
and look at that, Tactical Genius, and the early, it was out very, very early, still sets the fastest lap. 1 minute 30.109, if you don't mind there, Housey. So,
does he get that?
Well, yeah, he said it. He's got to get it. So, you still get that. But yes, obviously did not finish. He won't get any points for the race, of course. But yes, there you go. So, we're going to go on a brief pause, folks. We'll be back with you in just a moment with our drivers. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. Welcome back to Southern Cross Racing, of course. Yes, I've got our drivers in. Housey, we are back. Absolutely. That was a great Grand Prix to be a part of. Of course, the game is doing an update, kind of trying to work out what the hell happened just there and then. But nevertheless, Housey, a couple of the boys in the Discord wondering what the hell is going on. High Cut, yes, he was meant to stop twice. Just working it out now, and well, we did tag everybody, and unfortunately, High Cut did miss it. But anyway, we'll start off with our third place man there, Housey, and we'll start off with Verk. So, Verk, congratulations on another great drive, mate. P3, just clocking up those points, mate. Well done.
Oh, I would have been better with a P2, mate, but I'll let T8 have this time.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely, mate. And well, I mean, you tried a few different things, of course. A couple of drivers coming a cropper, turn 4, just turning in way too early, and well, Well, was it 3 or 4 DNFs there, Housey? Was for the same reason, just taking that too much of the inside of the curb and losing their front left. No safety car, which was very, very strange. Safety car did not come out, but nevertheless, that would have thrown a few of the boys off. Were you preying on one there, Mr. Verk, of course? I do know the boys like to get that one out of the way pretty cheaply with being the mandatory 2-stop, but were you preying on that safety car?
Well, when I seen the DNFs at the start, and like when old Tactical was like DNFs on the centre of the track, I was like,
Yeah.
Just put me on medium and go for a bit, but obviously didn't come out. And then a second one, their second DNF and nothing. I was like, this game's big Daz. but made it work.
Yeah.
Made it work with the soft med soft. I assumed a few boys would have done that, but
yeah, a couple of them did.
Apart from all the wing damage,
yeah, that's right.
Stuffed me in the end.
Well, I mean, you weren't the only one in that department there, mate, and I'm sure a lot of the boys can. I'll sympathise in that department, of course, but nevertheless, there, mate, P3 in the end, a great result, not only just for you, but for your team as well, of course, representing Milwaukee Racing and, well, you being the proud creator of that one there, Mr. Verk, again, doing bits here at SXR, but, I mean, only early doors and Tactical missing out this week and still getting a jump on the old sparring partners, Noob and Dools being away at the moment for the first couple of races. Still not looking too bad, of course. You still got Mr. Fury to worry about, but yeah, I mean, still a long way to go, but sitting pretty well after a couple of rounds there, Verk.
Yeah, it was good battling Fury. It was nice and clean, and it was just great until I got wind damage, and he just went off in the distance. I just couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
No, it's great to battle him and share a podium with him, especially T8 as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, speaking of T8, well, he's just joined the party as well. But we'll finish up with you there, Verk. Is anything that sticks out of you in your mind in some of the highlights of that? What was the critical points of that race for you there, mate?
Well, the funnest part was obviously battling Fury because I didn't have wing damage, so that was the funnest part.
Very good.
Just trying to bring it home, to be honest.
Yeah. It was also one more question, mate. Sorry to bombard you with all these questions. Was that team orders between you? Was your good self and Johnny M4? Because it looked like, I'm not too sure if he was trying to let you go. I didn't know what was happening there, but it definitely did hurt your good self there, in that gap to Fury. So wasn't too sure.
No, I wasn't in a party with him. I thought he was going to let me by, but he was obviously burning to stay ahead. And I had wing damage too, so I didn't really fight it too much, but I just had to get him down the straights. That's all I had to do.
There you go. Absolutely. So that clears it up there, Housey. So we'll push on, but a great result there, Verk. P3, congratulations, mate.
Thanks, mate.
No dramas. So we'll move on to our second place man. And, well, Housey, this man pops his cherry as a full-time driver on the podium. I speak of none other than T8 Unit. Welcome to the commentary box, mate, as a full-time driver. Getting that one done. Now, talk us through it there, T8. I mean, there's a couple of iffy moments, but you came absolutely alive at that halfway point of that Grand Prix. And, mate, from nowhere it seemed, you were right up there on that podium position. And once you got a hold of it, you did not let it go. So congratulations on a great result.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. It was a pretty sweaty race on my end. I think I was battling because I can a lot for the first half of the race.
Yep.
Yeah, just really a race of strategy. Obviously, no safety cars. I think the overcut really worked in my favour against because I can. And yeah, you mentioned the second half, the stint, it just really came to me. Just able to pull away, catch up to Verk, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I even commented on that to the great man Housey, saying that you came alive that second half. It was just really good to see you pick your way through and hanging on to those top boys. And I tell you what, mate, getting a P2 here with that caliber of crowd is no mean feat. So congratulations, mate. And, well, may many more podiums yet come your way here, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. It's much better compared to the result last week at Bahrain. I was pretty disappointed with that. So
Yeah.
it's nice to redeem myself, get a P2, and look 1-2 for Cadillac and Andretti.
That's what I like to hear, mate. That's what I like to hear. Sounds like Fury's cracked the whip. That's a personal joke. Fury yet to lose a constructors title here at SXR or this kind of format everywhere we've been, Housey. But yes, that is the joke, and very much the team leader there. But T8 unit falling in line quite nicely. P2, congratulations on a super drive, mate. Look forward to seeing you around the streets of Melbourne, Albert Park next week. There, Mr. T8.
It's going to be interesting. We'll look forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Congratulations again, mate. Well done.
Thank you, boys.
No problem, as we'll step into P1. Well, the inherited P1, of course, and, well, he'll take it. He'll absolutely take it. I speak of none other than VSC Fury. And, well, Fury, mate, just put that one down in the book, mate.
Just lick the stamp, take that one away. No problem. See you later. We'll walk out of that. Look, high cut and tactical aid, they had really good pace, and I'll be honest, I got a little bit excited when I did see that pink Barbie car stricken on the side of the road early on. Did make me jump a little bit for joy with how quick he has been, and I tip my hat his way. He's an absolutely incredible driver, and high cut just didn't do that two-stop. I was pushing on, and I was kind of just watching it, and I was closing down the gap, and then I saw him start pushing it out again, and I'm like, oh, maybe he's just, got a bit of life left, and he's going to try and eke out the gap to be as close as possible. And I kind of just kept seeing him lap around, and I'm like, maybe he's not going to stop. And, well, in the end he didn't, so we'll take the P1. I'm not the quickest, not the quickest lad in the tier, and I'm quite happy I'll be the first guy to admit that. My qualifying performance tonight was about as best as I could do, and I was actually out-qualified by one of my teammates, and being the pot 1 driver, it's not a great look, but when you put the strategy together, and when I saw Highcut didn't pit on that last lap, I had a little bit of fuel to save, so I just backed off and went warning free the whole race. Didn't want to get any damage or risk the car, and put it in a spot where I wasn't going to bring home the big points, and that's the main thing. It's always not worried about winning a drivers' championship. It's nice to win your solo championships, but to take the constructors has always been the bigger thing here, and that's always been my focus. And
absolutely,
having the boys around me, like a bit unfortunate with Train not here tonight, and JC having that error here. JC's already messaged and apologised. He was unhappy with his performance tonight with a couple of errors, but I'm sure the strong Canadian man he is, he'll jump back in Australia and put it back on show again. And T8 units just coming to the squad and being an absolute gem, and grabbing P2 for us is a huge feat, and I think it'll have to be looked at in the record books, because I'm not sure if there's been a 1-2 from the same team in this format before. So, we're just setting records over here at Cadillac and Andretti United, and we'll see you boys at the end of the season with the Constructors' Championship in hand. We
hang on.
Put it.
Me and Highcut at Austria last season.
Oh, don't worry about it, mate.
There you go.
There we go. All right. So,
he's right.
That's all right. Might have done it before, but when you're a constructors champion, it's a little bit different, and
listen
we
to it. Have a listen.
always happy to eke out the gap. Like Milwaukee had 3 cars scoring tonight, which is always good for those boys. But strong points for our lads, and no points for Barbie F1. Just couldn't keep their plastic hands on the steering wheel by the seams of it. And we'll see you boys in Australia. Congrats to unit, and great battle with Verk, nice and clean, and we weren't really actually losing much time to the guys in front of us while we were battling, which is always what you want to see. You don't want to be losing time in a battle at any point, so to not lose time when I was battling with Verk was really handy, and a bit of a shame it had to end. Would have been a nice, really good race long battle, and we'll bounce back. We'll look forward to Australia now, and we'll keep putting away those points, and we'll get that Constructors' Championship heading over to the States.
Absolutely, mate. Well, congratulations again, Fury, on another solid performance, and we will see you around the streets of Albert Park next week.
cheers, mate, and yeah, hats off to you and Housey for all the work you boys do in the comms box and behind the scenes, as well as JC, the lovely admin who showed up late tonight. Just want to point that out for everyone who wasn't paying attention. The admin
exactly
leading by example, showing up late. So
we've already noted it.
Yeah.
We've already noted it. Don't worry.
Excellent,
been
yeah.
noted.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, love that. All right. Cheers, lads. We'll catch you boys in Australia.
Pinned in the admin room. That's what it is. Thank you very much, Fury. But I tell you what, Housey, it's been a long time coming. This lad does not normally. He's been banned. I banned him from the commentary box.
Well, look who's bloody here now.
Unless he gets a driver of the day or a podium. Speak of none other than the Bender. What a drive by this man. Oof, Bender. Have you found a turn of pace or what? Talk us through that one, mate.
No, well, let's say I was shitting myself pretty much every corner and I wasn't going to hit a wall or anything like that.
Yeah, yep.
But in the first stint, I felt really good on the softs and I was keeping up with because I'm thinking, oh, it could be on here.
Yeah.
And then I made the silly mistake of thinking that it was 80 Ks in the pit lane, but it was only 60.
Yeah, I've seen you. We were actually on board with you and... when you were going into the pit lane and, oh, dearie me, Bender, I knew you would be kicking yourself after that one. But nevertheless, you got rid of that one and still you and Scotty doing battle there and until he did what the others did and brushed that turn 4, the inside there on the left-hand side and whack off went his front wheel. And, well, that was your troubles over, mate. Easy ride to the flag.
Yeah, I had a decent gap on him at first. I'm thinking, oh, I can keep this gap up. I should be able to keep him behind with him being on the softs and I was on the mediums.
Yep.
But I kind of took a bit too much curb and went straight on at that double right-hander.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's when I just lost all my gap to him and I knew instantly he was going to catch me straight away and I didn't even bother trying to fight him or anything like that. So I just tried to do it smart and just wanted to finish and get some decent points for the team.
Well, there you go, mate. Bender's turned a corner. It's great to see you fighting back up the top there, mate. And congratulations on another well-deserved driver of the day. And we'll see you next week around the streets of Albert Park in Melbourne, Australia. Next week, Bender, same time.
Yep, should be fun. You might see me here again.
Let's hope
if
so.
Fury, you can put your notebook away too. You don't need to hear it, right? Come on. Isn't your head big enough already?
Not quite yet. I'm glad you slipped on that banana peel I left for you at the pit lane and sped in there, mate.
Hey, listen, you two boys can't really... you boys can't really talk too much. I mean, I just remember going back, well, quite a number of seasons ago. Teammates.
Well, I don't know what happened to Canada. I don't know what you're on about.
Teammates just running into each other. I don't know what happened there, but on the back straight. But hey, I mean, geez, one went left, one went right. One thought he was going right, the other one went left and whack.
Yeah, we had a good laugh.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
To be fair, we both made it through that. Qualifying session too.
Well,
so
you survived. That's the main
thing. Clearly,
that's
nothing wrong with that. Like.
Survival is what it's all about. They're Fury, as you well know. I'll tell you what, folks. That's probably a good place to end this one. Housey, Mr. Housey, you there, Housey?
Yeah, I'm good there. I'm just lifting some things up in the background, but yeah. Obviously, good to be back. Nice to be back in the box with you. Good race there. Unfortunate for a few of the lads. Losing Scotty, Izzy Bro, your guy, Tactical and Sebi. Yep. But also, we should tip our hat to Mad Mac. Up 7 places in that race. Did a solid job.
Big
again,
shout out to Mad Mac.
Obviously, B1, B2 doing their thing, bringing it home. P8, P11, that's a good job for them as well. BCP not quite getting what he maybe would have had actually after that first stint. Finishing P6, but another solid drive from him. Well, looking at it, to be fair, it's a solid drive from everyone that finished, to be fair. Very good grid this season. It's very good to see. Looking forward to Australia, mate, next week.
Yeah, mate. So, well, good a place of any to end this one. Thank you very much for watching. We do hope you've enjoyed that, as we've enjoyed bringing that one to you. From us, for now, we are Southern Cross Racing. Goodbye.